We have the $95 Coach Cherry Charm, and then we have a $15 Amazon Cherry Charm. So let's compare. Oh, cute. Wow. Okay, here they are. Can you notice the difference? First impression. So on the dupe, obviously, there's not going to be Coach written on the dog leash clasps. There's not going to be Coach written on the keychain. There'll be no like little hang tag, okay? Like obviously. Then another thing is that the cherries are almost touching on the Coach one, whereas this one they're a little bit more spread apart. As far as tone of the metal, this one definitely is a lot more gold toned. This one has 2 circular links together on the dupe, and then there's 3 on the Coach one. Okay. Moving on. Now we're outside. I was hoping the sun was going to be out a little bit more, but right now we're kind of in a thunderstorm. But here is just a side-by-side. I flipped them around, so now the leaf is facing the other way. Real Coach. And there's the dupe. Here's the differences in the dog leash clasp, and so how that one's a little bit longer. This is a little bit longer. If we take the Coach one and use the dog leash clasp, I remember I mentioned that, like how that was a little bit annoying. Let's see how this one is. I don't know if you hear that little spring, a little squeak. So it's not loose, but it's a little bit tougher to push down. So little things like that. Here's the dupe having its little mod shop moment. Here's the Coach one in its little mod shot moment. Okay, here's the one from Amazon being held up to the light. It's a little bit transparent. And then here's the Cherry Charm being held up to the light. So I feel like that'd be the main difference, is the other one's a little bit more transparent. I also thought I had a scale so I could weigh them just for, I don't know, funsies. But the Coach one's a little bit heavier, which can honestly be a pro or con for this one, just because sometimes with this one being heavy, it can be actually a con because your bag may fall over and it can just be a little bit more inconvenient. So if you want like a lighter option, this would be really good too. Let's do a little bag test. Here's the Amazon one on the Brooklyn. Here's the Coach one. And then here's both of them. So the Coach one's on the right and the other one is on the left. I was just about to mention the difference in the cherries, like how the Coach one has a little bit of black on top to help with like the depth of color and those little details. But then I did just notice there's a scuff on the Amazon one. I did accidentally drop it when it was in its little plastic wrap, but that is, yep, that is a little blemish now. Well, that's a little bit of a bummer. So that is something I will mention. I've whacked these and dropped these the few months that I've had them, and I don't see any wear like that. So I've had this for 30 minutes and there is already a scuff. So that is something to keep in mind. Back to the cherry discussion and the shape in general. This is a little bit more like, it does dip down where it connects to the stem, where these are a little bit more flat. I mean, obviously they're going to be different, but I'm just pointing out the differences. They're the keychains next to each other, so they're just about the same. As far as the glitter goes, the Coach definitely has it more like packed full, but this one's a little bit more spaced throughout. So there's another little tiny difference. Let me know if you guys have any more questions, or if you want to see the charm somewhere else. I'd love to show it in the sunlight, but I am just so bummed it's cloudy right now. You guys, the sun came out just for us right before I was going to upload the video. So here is the transparency difference with the sun. Okay, that's all. Bye.